What's up, everyone? Shaun Murray here with Harley, Clifford, and this is the Wakeboard World Series rundown. Just the day after finals for the Nautique Nationals. And the reason we are here is we got rained out. It's a storm that just blew through right after finals, but we were able to get that done. We're going to talk about the men's finals here with Harley, but let's start out with what happened with the ladies. Pretty awesome because we had a little bit of the changing of the guard. Like we said, Georgia Gregorio out with an injury. She was in the lead, but now she is going to be taking a little bit more of a back seat. The women's division, we had Jamie Lapina coming in 6th place. In 5th place, Tara Mikasic. And 4th place, Rami Rutledge. 3rd place, Larissa Morales. What was awesome about her run, she did a back 5. I don't know if you guys see it, but she just dialed in on that back 5. She just kept riding like it wasn't a big deal, and everybody was pumped to see that.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw, she nearly landed at toe 7 on the way in as well for a bonus trick.
Yeah, so that's pretty awesome. Yeah. Larissa, watch out for her, one to definitely watch. And Nicola Butler pulling in 2nd place, and which means Megan Ethel getting the national title. That was really good to see her. She had a super solid run and a lot of technical tricks, but it was really close. A lot of good riding from the girls.
I think that was by far like the best riding I've seen from the girls at an event.
Yeah, it was super solid.
Really cool to see.
And so that is going to change some of the standings. In 5th place, Georgia Gregorio from Italy. She was in 1st, but because she ended up having an injury, she was not able to make it, sliding herself from the top all the way down to 5th place, but still looking pretty solid. 4th place, Rami Rutledge. 3rd place in our standings, Miss Tara Mikasic. Keep an eye out for her, as well as Taylor McCullough at 250 points, and at 280 points, Jamie Lapina. So even though Jamie got 6th at this event, that was enough to really bump her up because she's been super consistent.
I think she's like predominantly a cable rider too, so it's pretty crazy that she's sitting on top in the World Series points for the girls.
Yeah, she's been consistent all around, so it's great to see her.
Really cool.
So moving into the pro men's, we had a really strong quarterfinals, semifinals, a lot of great riding, and everybody has to be on point through every round these days.
Yeah.
And going into the finals, we had guys like Parker, Tony Carroll, his first finals of the season, I believe.
Yeah.
Nick Rappa, Corey Tunison, Noah, and Mike Dowdy, as well as you, Harley. Mm-hmm. Going into that, tell me kind of where your head was at.
Yeah, well, obviously, like the rounds before, I had a bunch of good rides. Like I was sticking doubles in the quarterfinals and the semis, so I knew I had that on lock. And then Dowdy was sort of like the spanner in the works in the fun. You know, he went out middle of the pack. I think it was 4th off the dock, and laid down a heavy run, like double back roll, double cab roll, heel 9, KGB 5, toe 9. Honestly, probably the best run I've ever seen him do. So I definitely knew I had my work cut out for me. And I went out there and first trick back roll. So I was like, no way, I couldn't believe it. And then I knew if I had any chance of doing anything, I really had to go for it from there. So cut straight back in, double cab roll, double tantrum, got a good melon poke toe 9 on the way down. Way back, I came back, and I think I started with a nose grab cab heel 9, went back mode 5. And then a trick that I've been working on and getting pretty consistent, the double torso back roll. And I stuck that clean and then finished with the front mode 5. So it was pretty exciting. Pretty cool. Just cool to come back from that back roll and lay down that run.
All your tricks were just bolts, super dialed. You did have the back roll, but I think that kind of just smacked reality right, and you're like, time to step it up.
Yeah, I think my run wouldn't have been like that if I didn't do that back roll first trick.
So that's kind of a good thing.
Exactly, yeah. It was pretty
awesome.
Cool.
That was the first time you've ever done a toe side back roll, toe side double back roll in a comp.
Yeah, the first. I've really only been working on them for the past month or so, and that's the first one I've even gone for in a contest, so it was pretty cool to stick it.
That's awesome. So that run got you right up next to Mike Dowdy. You guys were definitely not knowing what the results were going up into the podium.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. We didn't even find out until probably a minute before the podium. So yeah, that hour break between that and the podium was so suspenseful. It's crazy.
So that was kind of awesome, and ended up being you on the top. So congrats to you, Harley.
Thank you.
And Mike Dowdy coming in right behind him at 2nd place. 3rd place, Noah Flegel, Hyperlight and Nautique team rider. And coming in 4th place, Parker Siegley. Am I saying his name right?
Yeah, I think so. Seagull, whatever you want to say.
Parker S. 5th place, Tony Carroll having a solid run. Nick Rappa in 6th. Corey Tunison in 7th. And Masi Pifaretti from Italy in 8th place. So here are the final standings. So we can wrap this up. Mr. Mike Dowdy in 5th place,
Yeah.
360 points. 380 points, Noah Flegel. Just ahead of him, Corey Toonson, 385. A little bigger span, 395, Mr. Nick Rappa. And on top with 410 points, so 15 points between you and Nick. Harley Clifford on top going into our next round. So make sure you guys stay tuned. World Championships are up next. We'll see you then.